Hi. Hi, beautiful girl. Hi. Yes. Hi. Yes, I love you. I love you too, Biza. Okay, get down. Okay, get down, please. Come on. Come sit with me. Do you need a friend? Well, come on. Come sit down. Let's chat. I'll give you a second. Have you eaten today? Have you drank plenty of fluids? Just do me a favor. Just eat a little something. Some toast, maybe a scrambled egg. Drink some juice. Get some sugar in you. You probably need it. I promise it'll make you feel better. You feel like you're running on empty. I know. Yep, I'm sitting in my room. And today I don't know that I have anything super profound to share with you. But what I wanted to share with you was, I remember thinking, I was laying in my bed over here, and I was thinking, how do you implement happiness into what feels like a very sad and unhappy life, right? I'm not choosing to live this way. It is the circumstances of my life, and you can only do so much and be so happy when you're facing the circumstances that we are facing. And so, yes, I do believe on some spectrum that happiness is a choice. But I also feel like there's a time and a place that you may reach in your life where it's not a choice, and you can only do so much with what you have. And so I'm thinking the other day, okay, how can I implement some happiness into my life? What can I do to make myself smile at least once a day, to bring myself something that's peaceful, that brings me happiness? And I thought, you know what? Every day I'm going to try to do one thing or be in one place that brings me peace or happiness. And what can I do? Now I'm going to have to force myself. I'm going to have to really challenge myself to do this. And it is going to take a conscious effort to do this. Now, this is something I am willing to do. I am willing to put my energy into this, because I have taken my energy back over the last few weeks from the things I couldn't control. I've let people go, relationships that didn't serve me. So now I'm getting back some of that energy that I misplaced, that now I am ready, I feel like needs to be placed in a place that's going to serve me. And so as I was sitting in my bed the other day thinking about this, I looked over in this area of my room. I've got a sitting area here. I've got two of these chairs. I've got a chair here and a chair there that Winnie is sitting in. And then I have an ottoman that's typically right here in the middle that has books. And I will sit here and I'll put on a dimmer light that's good for me to read in, and I will sit here and read. And it's one of my favorite places to be, just because 2.5 years ago, I put this sitting area here. I had always wanted a sitting area in my master bedroom, and I never had one. I don't know why I didn't have one. I mean, it was something I could have had. I just don't know why I didn't. And so I bought these chairs off of Walmart.com. They're not super expensive, but they were the right color, the right style. And they both came with two ottomans, and I put them here, and I was super happy. And I put one ottoman here and one ottoman at the end of my bed, and that made me happy. And I remembered as I was sitting there that I did that. And as I was remembering buying these chairs a couple years ago, I was thinking, you know what, self? Christmas is coming. And do you know what I've always wanted in my room? Yeah, I've always wanted a Christmas tree. Always have wanted a Christmas tree. Now, I don't know why. Again, I never put one. I don't know if I thought it was just too much to have 3 Christmas trees in my house. Why do I need one in my room? So I just never did. I don't know. But I sat there and I said, you know what? I'm going to put a Christmas tree in my room. Because why do I want a Christmas tree in my room? Because one of my favorite parts of the holiday season is my Christmas tree lit up at night. No TVs on, a fire burning, and having my Christmas tree on. There's something super peaceful about that. Something serene, something healing to me about sitting on the couch in a dark room, looking at the lights on my Christmas tree twinkle next to a fire. It's one of my favorite things. And when Christmas is over, come January, when I am ready for all the clutter to be put away, the Christmas decor clutter to be put away, there's always a bit of sadness when I take my tree down. Do you feel that way too? I know some people keep their tree up all year, but I choose not to because I feel like it's going to lose its meaning when Christmas comes. It's gonna, for me, it feels like it's gonna take away from the magic of Christmas and what I so look forward to all year. So I don't keep my tree up all year. I take it down January 1st or 2nd, depending on how I feel. And so I got on Walmart.com and I knew, okay, well, if I get a tree, it's got to be a smaller tree. It's got to be a thinner tree that will fit in this area. But I don't want it to be too small because I really want to enjoy it. And so I started looking at them and I found these skinnier, taller trees. And I chose the flocked one because my mom loved a flocked Christmas tree. I always loved a flocked Christmas tree too. Kayla does not like a flocked Christmas tree. She likes a nice green pine Christmas tree, and I can appreciate that tree. Our main traditional tree in the front room is Kayla's. All the ornaments and the tree skirt are hers when I am no more because she loves that tree so much. And it's a tree that I've had for I just got a new one, but all the ornaments are about 20 years old. And I remember when my mom would flock our Christmas tree. We always got a real one. We'd go to the tree lot, we'd pick it out, and my mom would have it flocked right there. The guy would sit there in a tent and spray the flocking on, and we would walk home because it was 2 blocks from our house, and we would carry the tree home. Yeah, we carried it. Somebody on the top of the tree and somebody holding the stump. And it was wrapped in plastic so the flock wouldn't get everywhere and fall off. And that was what we did. One of my memories that I have of my mom, one Christmas, I don't know why she did it, and it was my least favorite tree, but our tree lot offered colored flocking. My mom flocked our tree pink. It was a bright pink. And I remember thinking, this does not feel very Christmassy. Now, some people do have pink trees, and now this was over 30 years ago that she did this. So pink wasn't in, but she flocked it pink. So my mom was well beyond her time. She knew pink was going to be a Christmas color at some point. And we had a pink flocked Christmas tree. It was the only year she did it, and I don't think my dad was much of a fan, but I'll never forget the pink flocked Christmas tree. And so when I saw this thinner, taller tree, they had a few different sizes. I chose the 7.5 foot one because I wanted it to be taller. And I put it in a wood barrel because I wanted it in a wood barrel. I like rustic, and I had to incorporate burlap, but I also wanted it to be an elegant tree. Now, I'm not much of a glitter person. I'm not even a gold person by any means. But I wanted this tree to be flocked with gold glitter ornaments and burlap and pine cones. I think because it was in my room. And I wanted it to be nice. And I couldn't be happier with the outcome. Now, I broke it up into days, so I had a reason to smile every day. The day I bought the tree, I smiled. That was my reason to smile. The day it came, I smiled. It took everything I had that day that it came not to put it up, but the next day I put it up. That made me smile. The next day I went to Lowe's. I bought my wood pot barrel, put my tree on it. That made me smile. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the base. I didn't want to put a tree skirt because it had the metal feet. So I went in my garage and I got a burlap garland and I wrapped it around the base. I loved the burlap garland. And then I took a couple days for me to ponder how I wanted to decorate it. A friend of mine told me to do it peppermint. I kind of thought about that, but red just in my room would have been too busy. I wanted something that was going to be elegant and beautiful, which isn't typically me, but I wanted my tree in my room to be that. So Kayla and I went to Michael's. Michael's had 60% off of all of their Christmas decor and their picks and their ornaments. I found a 50-piece gold ball set that had matte, glitter, brushed gold. It was perfect. It was the perfect color. Then when we walked over to the picks, they had a bunch of picks, and the gold was the perfect color gold. I had looked at the gold ornaments at Walmart, and they were too yellow. I knew no, don't want those. I need it to be more on the brushed gold, and Michael's had an amazing assortment of gold picks. And so I bought a bunch of different gold picks, eucalyptus, pine cone, some glitter ones, some bows, bought some bells, and I bought at Hobby Lobby, they had these angel wings, and they had 3 of them, which was perfect for my mom and my sister. It's the only ornament I put on it besides balls. And I put these ice skates. I grew up ice skating my whole life. My sister and I. Was an investment that my mom and dad put into us, so we were figure skaters for a good sum of our life growing up. And so ice skates are significant. My mom was a figure skater, and then in turn my sister and I were. And so those are fond memories that I have. And so I put 2 figure skates on the tree as well for my mom and my sister. And when I decorated this tree, it made me happy. Now every night I can either sit in my chair and read, or I can lay in my bed and read, turn on my Christmas tree lights in my room, and I can enjoy it. And that makes me happy. Something so simple brought me happiness and peace. So I'm going to challenge you to do something like that. Because in a world right now that I live in, like I said, that is hard and full of uncertainty, where it doesn't seem like I can find any happiness, I implemented some self-care because I matter and I'm enough. And I put myself first, and I did something that made me happy. I may not be able to take this tree down come January 1st, but I'll probably force myself to. I know it wasn't much, but thank you for sitting with me on this Sunday and hearing a bit of my story. And again, I challenge you to think of something that will make you happy in an otherwise loud and staticky world that you live in, because it will make a difference, because you matter. And the world is a better place with you in it. So until next Sunday, stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy. But most of all, you know what I'm going to say. Stay positive. Can you do that for me? Sure you can. See you next time.